Looks like TSF 1 has switched out their carriers, which is kind of interesting. They did do a roster change there, and 2 have switched out the New Orleans for another North Carolina. And it looks like we're seeing almost identical teams where both teams are running 4 NorCals now, no longer 2 cruisers on each side,
and 3 Bensons each though. That's interesting that APOC has switched it up this time.
It's we'll see what happens. Like I said, a complete roster change for the CV, which is interesting. I love this map, Q. I love this map for competitive play. But this map for 9v9 and for any oh, looks they killed you faster. See.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking
TSF
so
is good at killing the tier 1s quick. I'll applaud them for that. Alright, let's jump right in. Sterling Archer has switched from the... Sterling talking in chat a little bit. Sterling has switched from his famous Atago to the North Carolina, so they have a bit more brute force. No Amagis, no Turpits. Why no Turpits? I don't know. I think Turpits is a fantastic time for this. And, I mean, imagine if somebody came in when Newport News had beached. Maybe if Dort was in a Turpits in that situation. He puts Torps and just keeps on moving, you know? He's got the ability to do that.
Absolutely.
But maybe they're kind of treating this more like a long-range kind of snipe match that it could potentially be. Look at that gorgeous. Let's switch to Origin. Look at that gorgeous waterfall. There's multiple on this map. Where does the water come from? Nobody knows. Who cares? But
it's a natural spring, man.
There you go.
Spring from
beautiful
from the island itself. But you can see that the team on I'm on TSF this side, of course, as I check, and they're taking A and C very, very aggressively. And this map is kind of close, but surprisingly, there's a lot of open areas on either side of the map. And I know that the center is really dense, and that's where like a lot of that close range combat can really, really powerful. But on the edges, still the long range sniping here is really the key, as you were saying. And all the teams are lit up completely at this point. They are brawling it out. People taking damage. I'm starting to see North Carolina taking a bit. Sterling Archer has got a good chunk of his life already down. But that being said, they're still trying to cap those points, right?
And now this is where it would have been kind of nice for. If you were looking very closely at the minimap, which I try to keep as large as possible, there's 2 destroyers on C cap, and so that means TSF only has 1 destroyer on A. Imagine, Sterling Archer, I do not know if he has repair for this. He just got 2 more fires, and that is going to be brutal to deal with. Sterling Archer going to go down to probably less than half after this. He has to sit on 2 fires if he gets unlucky, because this is why this map is so interesting to play, and this is why I love it, because there's so many nooks and crannies and all that in the kind of middle area that you can shoot over and get hit from and pop in and pop out of vision. And Sterling Archer taking big damage from 2 fires. He just repaired, I think, a double fire and instantly gets another fire. Really good luck for the TSF. Sterling's gonna go down. And it just shows the skill of like these. Oh, look like Sterling gets a repair right there, so it does save a little bit more life. But he's down to about 38k. The ability to just go in and play whatever class and still be at this level, that just shows how good these guys are. So Brasky Rabbit right here on the little corner, potentially going to lock up with Shin, unless he's just not going to lay smoke. It's crazy, Q. We're seeing completely different styles of play. You know, these guys are just let's fight, put them up, let's go hit for hit, and let's see who comes out. I'm surprised Brasky Rabbit didn't throw down a smoke there for those 2 guys.
Yeah, it's pretty even at this point. I don't see anyone getting a huge advantage, though. I have to say, TSF is, you know, spreading their damage a little bit better. They haven't taken a ton yet, where, you know, like Sterling and that Benson have taken a good chunk of damage.
Let's kind of go right from the... I think TSF is in a very, very good spot right now, but this is kind of the exact same situation we saw last game, where TSF was in a really good spot, and then that 1 kill came. They were like, right now, TSF is hitting shots through this little gap. And if I'm Brasky Rabbit or Wargen, or any of these destroyers, I'm throwing down smoke. They can't hide anybody. And Sterling down to about 32k. Shin 00 or Triple O is down to about 33k as well. Those guys are all low. Kedis making a kind of a late move towards the middle, switched away from his trusted Amagi towards the NorCal. And we'll see if Shin takes one of these torps. If Shin does, he probably has to sit on that flooding, which is a crazy amount of damage.
Yeah, that's a lot to be taking right now. And with that low health, that's just going to be painful.
So I'm watching this right now. It looks like we have some smoke from bottom of the decap. We're seeing some pings on the map. All the destroyers, really hasn't been too much destroyer play, just kind of battleships beating up each other. Tesla Chicken going in and out of smoke, kind of just smoking up himself though. We aren't seeing that team play, and just like that Rasky Rabbit gets caught by what, a random torp by Silly Putty. That is a good swing right there. Silly Putty hitting that guy in smoke. That's why you can't stay in smoke too long. You instantly, TSF goes up to the advantage. Tesla trying to smoke out, who is that? Nermond, if he can. Looks like Rasky Rabbit maybe stays in smoke too long, takes that torpedo down, goes a destroyer, and pretty big disadvantage for these guys. Loss of destroyer, loss of vision.
Yeah, I mean, in all of these games, there's been one thing that's absolutely true, is that the destroyers define who's spotted and who's not. And that's who's taking damage and who's not taking damage, and that's just huge. You can see Kutuzov has launched some torps that Raytheon right here.
Raytheon is just about to get demolished.
Yeah, that Atago has taken some serious damage right now. Oh man, Kutuzov's going to finish him off. Well, no, actually he didn't. I'm surprised. I really thought that volley would have easily wrecked him. But he's actually turned to at least prevent some of the damage to come in, and Khan kind of brought on. But he's going to have to turn a bit to not get hit into the island. So he's repairing, but I think he's done.
One fire, which he just got, that was kind of I was waiting for. One fire is most likely deadly if he is healing. If that the battleship's starting to miss. He's down about 3k, and he's dead in here from that shot. So APOC is taking some early losses, and this match is, when you get to this level of play, those kind of deaths, it makes a big snowball effect. You lose one, you lose two, you lose three, you lose four. They lost that early destroyer, and then Raytheon kind of makes a hero play. I don't think that was actually needed. He was going for kind of a stealth cap on A without really being stealthy. Wargen also pushing up too, maybe trying to get some torps on these guys, but he is right in danger's way. We got some dive bombers coming towards him. We got all the battleships. They're doing what's just called oversaturation of an area, where they just know the general area of where he is, and they just all shoot there. And now he's going to be kind of out of his smoke, spotted by planes. He puts in some solid damage on Nermond. Nermond goes down about 6,000 to 7,000. But he almost lost all his life doing so. Is it worth it at this point in time? This is not the.
If they can take out Nermond.
If they can take him out, looks like he's taking some damage too. I don't know if he has a repair, but I don't know.
Oh, he's repairing right now, and there's a Benson smoking him up, so he's going to go back into hiding for a bit. But he just got AP'd again down to 8k. Despite that repair, but he's probably going to get out with still 20k.
And he's completely invisible. Rhino pushing up against Wargen. Rhino's going to be able to hunt him down. And right now, a lot of TSF is getting covered by smoke. Maybe they listen to us. I don't know. But Wargen trying to run for his life. Good thing he's using Last Stand like any good destroyer should. And running away, trying to stay alive. I don't know if that push was that good of an idea at this point in the game. Yes, it's good trades, but he took almost his full life, and he didn't even kill anything. I don't know if that's the best choice. Looks like Megadude might even take a torp right here. TSF is in full control of this game. Looks like Megadude is going to have good dodge. Switch over to Megadude really quick. He's just getting beat up by a Benson. Going to be kind of a bad angle.
He's about to get AP'd from the side, broadside, from all those ships in the middle right there. And Nermond said he was hurting before, but he's still going to lay a lot of pain down on that guy as soon as Mega moves up here. So I don't know. I think Mega's being a little aggressive here, unfortunately. Though he does have a Benson to looks like to help smoke him up and protect him, but I don't know if that Benson's going to survive.
Yeah, we got Wargen who got beat up in the middle, and now he's taking damage, going down about 1,000 life. Megadude trying to maybe like say, hey, pay attention to me. Wargen down to 1 life. 1 life? Can they get him? Oversaturate, 1 life for Wargen. And a destroyer with 1 life is just as deadly as a destroyer with full life, because you can still torpedo and do insane damage. The blind fire from Silly Putty takes him out. Silly Putty just playing out of his mind right now, taking out 2 destroyers. Mega Dude is going to run into some trouble pretty quick. He needs to start hitting some shots, some good broadsides. Right now, down goes Silly Putty, so at least they take out the guy who's just kind of taking him out one by one. I'm surprised that Mega Dude went after Snoop Duck on that last salvo, and not for Nermund or D-Bob, because those guys are both lower life. Take a ship out, get a body off the line, but Torps are about to be in. Mega Dude just completely taking all the damage. 1 dive bomber.
Yeah.
Not being able to make it through the AA, but
yeah, that poor dive bomber.
Mega Dude taking some decent damage. Shin and Sterling kind of pushing up mid right now, kind of last ditch effort. And Rhino going to be able to pump in some torps maybe on Mega Dude, but none spotted yet. Really low ships on TSF, but none are going down. Only one that's going down is Silly Putty. Oh, Sterling Archer taking a big hit. Shin, of course, still really low as well. Kiddis finally getting into the fight a little bit more. Sterling just going to make a push, but Rhino's right there, and Rhino's got plenty of torps locked up. Looks like some torps maybe on Snoop, but they're all going to be spotted, so Snoop might be able to get out of the way. Torps are in.
Man, this is
down goes Sterling.
That hurts.
Shin's on fire, down about 2,000 life, 1,300, 1,000, less than 800, 300 life. Down he goes. This is getting out of hand pretty quick. Mega Dude on double fire as well.
30 points left, 20 points left at this point. I mean, like, unless they can do some serious damage and take out something right now, I mean, this game is over in moments.
D-Bob, they may get... I don't know if they're going to be able to reach that far. Mega Dude's still 1 solid salvo from the battleship.
They're not going to reach. It's over. They're not gonna, literally, the game is over before those torpedoes hit him.
And down it goes. Really good game. That was a lot better. I think TSF... controlled the game kind of from the start. They got the good kill. They got that smoke kill on the destroyer, which is, that's the kind of, when you play ranked, that's kind of the dream, you know, can I get the destroyer? And really, besides Silly Putty, they didn't lose anybody. They held on to 8 of their guys. So TSF obviously changed something up. They did something that they rotated something out, and now they're clicking. Maybe it was just estuary, but that's not the same TSF as we just saw a match ago.
Yeah, wow. I mean, really, really great focus fire. I mean, I think that's what I said last time, right? I mean, hey, there's a bunch of guys down who just had hit points left, didn't go down. Well, you know what? This time TSF said no man left standing themselves, and they managed to finish off a lot of low health guys. Though, again, I mean, like, you know, Mega taking a lot of damage the whole game. A lot of these guys really holding out and really bringing things to the next level here. Got another really impressive battle from APOC, but just not enough this time. They just couldn't retake that that advantage, and you know, they were always kind of down a bit, and then they started losing ships faster, and at that point, you're really on your back feet.
Now, looks like TSF has tied it up, goes to 1-1. Like I said, guys, this is best of 5, first one of 3 wins. TSF with a commanding victory in Game 2, ties it up at 1-1. And, you know, they went back to the drawing board, and they changed up, and it worked for them. So let's see if something maybe gets changed going into Game 3. Maybe we see a bit of a roster change, maybe a different style of battleship, maybe a different cruiser. Or we'll see if they just kind of hold on with, you know, the pseudo meta that we're seeing for these ranked battles. But really good match by TSF. In the end, they had some low ships, but the health pool, they were just hitting shots. Like Sterling took the big shots at the start, had to repair, then set on 2 fires for a while. Really unlucky for him. But that's why I think that map is so much fun, because you're not safe anywhere. And that's why I think that really TSF did a better job at the end of it. But no team really did it as well as, let's say, Kantai and OP did, because they didn't smoke. We didn't see that smoke. The rotations, the cover, we didn't see that. On a map that you are spotted almost all the time, you need that smoke to cover you, and we just didn't see it.
Yeah, these 2 matches have been a lot more of a brawl, like, and a little bit of a punch out, as opposed to kind of the other matches we saw, which is much more reserved, kind of holding back. And I don't necessarily know which one is, say, stronger or worse. Hopefully we'll see one of these guys obviously go on to the next round, and we're going to see which one's better. But in general, like, you know, Kantai and OP were very much reserved, pulling back. And then while the other team was, really trying to aggressively attack in, where, I found, with both these games with TSF and APOC, these, were a very, very different style of game. But yeah, so right now we're getting ready for round 3. It is 1v1. Real quick though, we're gonna do some prizing stuff in a bit when Majash returns. But yeah, we're gonna give away the USS Texas coin. I've heard it in chat a few times. You should check it out. It's a pretty cool coin. We're gonna do some other giveaways this evening as well, but definitely try and pick this thing up. It's basically a solid coin, a solid metal coin with the USS Texas on it, and it's got the warships logo on the back. Really cool looking. Check it out on this link right here. But for round 3, man, this is going to be another really close match. I mean, this grudge match continues, But if you are just tuning in, this is Supremacy League. We're doing the semifinals tonight. Tomorrow is the